What if I told you there's just one thing that, if fixed, could completely transform your life? Sounds like a bold claim, right? But Sadhguru reveals that the magic isn't in doing more, but in tweaking something essential inside of you. Curious to find out what that is and how it can change everything? Stick around in the video and let's dive in together. Picture this: your mind, body, and energy are your most valuable tools, the only ones you have to shape your reality. It's like having a hidden toolkit, but the real trick is knowing how to use it skillfully. Many people, due to a lack of practice, go through life with a scattered mind, a lazy body, and energy all over the place. Think of a sharp mind as a well-honed knife. It's way more effective for tackling problems and facing challenges, don't you think? Take the mind, for instance. It can be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. Ever noticed how one thought can either make or break your day? Training your brain to focus is like teaching a hyper dog to sit still. Yeah, it's tough, but it's worth it. Want a practical way to start? Try activities that sharpen your focus, like reading books Sadhguru recommends, such as Inner Engineering, A Yogi's Guide to Joy. And don't underestimate the power of working on your body. Something as simple as a daily walking routine can work wonders. And let's not forget about your energy. Ever felt totally drained without doing anything physical? That's because your energy might be leaking out since you're not using it efficiently. Tuning into your energy can be as simple as taking a few deep breaths during the day and staying present. Here's where things get interesting. Once you start mastering these tools, you realize the untapped potential within you. And that alone sets you up to sharpen your skills even further. Sadhanapada is like sharpening those crucial tools of yours. But let's break it down. It's like a training ground where you fine-tune your mind, body, and energy to achieve what once seemed impossible. Imagine yourself as an athlete who doesn't just run to win, but trains every single day to push past personal limits. It's all about transforming your life, step by step, until your potential becomes undeniably powerful. Now, you might be wondering, what does this practical training look like? Sadhguru recommends daily practices like yoga and meditation. Not the casual, half-hearted kind, but conscious sadhanas that really shape your experience. For example, start your day with 15 minutes of breath-focused meditation. It won't just boost your concentration, but will also prep your mind to handle challenges with greater clarity and strength. What's truly amazing is that as you sharpen your tools, you start to see a difference in how you interact with the world. Mental clarity shows in your decisions, your body feels more energetic, and your presence radiates a magnetic energy. You become an active creator of your reality, and the journey of self-improvement doesn't stop there. Awareness and skill are like two sides of the same coin. When someone doesn't know how to use the tools of the mind, body, and energy, it's easy to fall into the trap of feeling like a constant victim. You know that person who's always blaming fate or circumstances for their problems? In reality, it's a lack of skill in handling life that keeps so many people stuck in this cycle of frustration and unfairness. It's like trying to drive a car without ever learning how it's no wonder accidents happen. Sadhguru reminds us that mastering these skills is the key to breaking free from that cycle. He suggests starting with self-awareness. Pause and notice how you react to the things around you. For example, if something makes you angry, catch the emotion before it takes over. Instead of blowing up, use that moment to practice patience or calmness, like you're challenging yourself to be the best version of you. This simple habit can completely change how you interact with the world. The more you sharpen these skills, the more you feel in control. Life stops being a game of chance and becomes a playing field where you're the strategist. Sure, the work never ends, but you become someone who shapes reality with precision. And then comes the question, will you keep blaming bad luck, or start carving your destiny with mastery? It's funny how many of us are great at coming up with stories to justify our failures. Have you ever heard someone blame their parents or their environment for not being successful? Of course, there's some truth in those complaints, but Sadhguru invites us to look beyond them. He teaches that while we keep telling those stories, we trap ourselves as characters in a self-created drama. The real question is, do you want to be the problem in your own life or the solution? You know that feeling of being stuck, making excuses all the time. It's like something's always holding you back from moving forward. But here's a trick to turn things around. Take responsibility. For instance, if you mess up at something, instead of blaming your boss or bad luck, ask yourself what you could have done differently. This small shift in thinking can be life-changing. It's almost like switching from being the victim to being the author of your own story. And when you really take that responsibility, something magical happens. The burden of complaints just melts away, and you feel like you can finally take those first steps toward what you want. But don't get it twisted. The journey is just getting started. There's so much more to explore about how to live proactively and powerfully, which brings us to another important point. Living proactively is like choosing to stay one step ahead, instead of just reacting to what life throws your way. Sadhguru suggests starting your day with something as simple yet powerful as catching the first rays of sunlight. Think it sounds silly? Actually, this practice awakens your vitality, a natural call to connect with the energy of life. Imagine kicking off your day feeling energized and full of purpose, instead of groggy and unmotivated. Being proactive also means taking action before problems pile up. If you notice your health starting to slip, why wait to do something about it? Adopting habits like morning stretches or meditation could be what saves your well-being in the long run. It's like making a daily investment in yourself. Sadhguru believes every small act of self-care is a statement that you're here to thrive, not just survive. The amazing thing is that the more proactive you become, the more you feel in control. The world may still be unpredictable, but your ability to handle it grows massively. It's not just about solving problems, but living with intensity, staying alert to opportunities that come your way. So here's the question: are your body and mind working for you, or are you still a slave to them? Let's dig deeper into this. Sadhguru challenges us to really think about whether we're serving or being served. Imagine your body and mind as servants that can work in your favor. Unfortunately, most of us live as slaves to these aspects, letting our emotions and desires run the show. Ever had one of those days where your mind was such a mess you couldn't get anything done? That's the perfect example of being controlled by something that should be under your command. So, how do you flip the script? Sadhguru suggests small practices to take back control, like watching your thoughts without reacting impulsively. For instance, if you feel a wave of anxiety, try taking a few deep breaths and shifting your focus. Over time, your mind starts to get the message that you're in charge. It's like training a dog to behave. It takes patience and consistency, but the change is real. Once you get your mind and body working for you, your potential becomes limitless. Things that used to seem impossible suddenly feel within reach. Life stops being a constant struggle and turns into a dance where you lead every step. With that, a whole new world of possibilities opens up, inviting you to explore what it really means to live consciously and empowered. Now that you've got this powerful insight, are you ready to put it into action? Ask yourself, how long will you let old habits run your life? If something this simple can change your reality, why not start today? Remember, you've got all the tools within you. You just have to learn how to use them wisely. I want to hear from you. How will you start making this shift? What are you willing to change in your life? Drop a comment and share your plans or challenges. And of course, Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to keep up with this journey of growth and transformation.